Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is April 7th, 2021, and this is episode 264. God of War, Fallen God is the arc. This is a $3.99. This is issue 2 of the 3 series arc from Dark Horse. Kind of going backwards on my little spiel there. We've got Kratos. I'm saying him right this time. And then we have this beast down here. It's a little hard to tell exactly what it is, but it is shown in the book. This scene like this is not depicted exactly the same. So we'll get into that in a little bit, okay? Let's take a look at who worked on this. Chris Roberson is the script. For the art was Tony Parker. The colors were done by Dan Jackson. The lettering was Jimmy Betancourt. The cover art was Dave Raposa. So let's take a look at Dave's cover art again real quick before we launch ourselves into this story. Now it picks up exactly where issue 1 left off. We've got Kratos wandering the earth, trying to outrun his destiny. He wants to be his own man. I guess he had defeated Mars, and now he has got the title of God of War, and there's a lot expected of him. But he doesn't want this destiny, and he keeps trying to get away from it. So in the first issue, he was spent it going all over the place. He had physically exhausted himself and just passed out. And while he's passed out here, he doesn't know it. He's kind of dreaming, I guess. He gets a vision with Athena. And Athena talks to him and telling him, please release me from this. And she just tells him, return home, Kratos, fulfill your purpose. So he's not happy with that. And he ends up waking up from his dream, his vision. He sees his 2 swords, his burning swords that are kind of bound to him. Unfortunately, I never played the game, so I don't know all the little details about this. But of course, he's been trying to get away from these swords. So he picks them up and thrusts them far into the lake that he had slept by. And we move along here, and he takes off on his journey again. This time, it won't be the physical elements that slow him down or exhaust him. It'll actually be the mental anguish of trying not to be... trying to get away from his destiny, and nothing seems to work. So he's been wandering forever, and what happens in this issue is he comes back to the same village that he crossed in the first issue, and he realizes he's been just going in circles. He's not getting further away from his destiny. It is catching up to him at the moment. So as he comes closer to the town, he sees the people are terrified. Just like the first time he went through, they were terrified of him. This time, it's not him they're terrified of. They're terrified of a beast that's coming out of the river. And they think that Kratos is the one there to help save them, their protector, as prophesied. And it says the beast just came from the river only moments ago, and you can see they're very close to getting some of these guys eaten. So as he moves on, he keeps arguing with the villagers, but the villagers are pretty adamant about it, and they all kind of come around him close in, please save us, you're the one that can do this. And then the wise man from the first issue comes walking through again and starts talking to him. This is your appointed hour. You're supposed to help us out. This is your destiny. Stop trying to, move away from your destiny. And he just, at one point, he just can't take it anymore. He says, leave me alone. He just pushes everybody back, and they kind of start running off. And so the wise man then speaks to him one last time and just says, your destiny is your past, and it's always going to be with you. And he's saying no, and he's just kind of getting really upset, and the people are just still fleeing. as we see the beast getting closer, he kind of starts believing that perhaps this beast is just a figment of his imagination that's not really there. He turns around and suddenly the wise man's gone, but the beast remains. And so he just says, okay, it's going to take me on, so be it. I'm going to fight it. Come on then. And we end the issue with Kratos attacking this beast. So, this is a recommend. This will get the Indie Comics Jones Good Excavating seal of approval again, and I will be back for issue number 3. So please stay tuned for that. Okay, let's take a look at what else was offered in this comic book. This is Dark Horse, and got Hellboy. This is paraphernalia for the Hellboy series. You got playing cards and hip flasks and notebooks, all kinds of nifty things. A new book coming out, Dead Dog's Bite, Chapter 1. We have Fear Case. The 3rd issue came out today, and this one I did review issue 1. I didn't really care for it, but I know that a lot of the other reviewers are really liking it a lot. It's about a Secret Service agents that have to take on this case that no one's ever been able to solve for decades. And finally, we have Jenny Zero, a new hero for a new decade, sex, drugs, and giant monsters. Okay, and then you get a little bit of, looks like a write-up about that. And finally, Orphans and the Five Beasts, Kung Fu Madness, over-the-top action and surreal fantasy by James Stokoe. So that our art does look pretty intense there. I'm not sure what's going on, but it might be a collage of figurines there. Okay, so this, like I said, this does get the Indie Comics Jones Good Excavating seal of approval. As always, please like, please subscribe, please leave comments, and we will be back for issue 3 on this. And I posted 4 reviews last night, so you might want to check those out. We finished up with the big King in Black series. We did Geiger issue 1. That's a Jeff Johns, and there was one other biggie. Oh, Swamp Thing, which is an excellent read. You might want to get into the Swamp Thing if you haven't already. It's on issue 2 of 10 right now, and issue 2 came out today. So, thank you for stopping by the Temple of Tomes. As always, this is Indie Comics Jones. I hope to see you again soon. I bid you adieu.